man, I don't even know how to begin this. I'm just literally just gonna shoot and let nature take its course, because I am pissed is not even the word. It's just disappointed in a way, because we start okay, first and foremost, let me start the video by just saying congratulations all of you Barcelonistas. Congrats, amazing game from you guys. You guys should definitely be proud of all your players, man. Rafinha, insane performance today. Lamine Yamal, I mean, absolutely just insane. Pedri did pretty good. Gavi was okay as well. Lewandowski was kind of like, you know, okay. Casado was pretty good in the midfield, so you got to give him his daps as well. Defending wise, I mean, Koundé was absolutely insane. Absolutely shut Vini Jr. down. He didn't do nothing. We'll get into the Madrid players. Trust me, I got a lot of work to say for them. But let me just get the Barca players and all that out the way, right? Who else? There's Inigo got injured. I think Kubarsi did the same things that Kubarsi does all the time. Szczesny did pretty good. He saved a few decent saves, and then Iñaki Peña comes on and then does the same thing. Okay, so goalies are goated this game as well. And then Balde actually performed a lot better than I thought Balde was going to do. I thought he was going to struggle today. But no, they were good. And just all around W performance from you guys. You guys definitely deserve that. And that, yeah, that's that. That's pretty much where we're gonna leave that. So W, you guys. Now let's get to the Madrid part of this video, because holy shit, man. Like I said, I don't even know if pissed is the word anymore. Are we pissed still, guys? Are we still mad? Or what are we feeling? Because going into this game, right, we all knew anything could happen, right? Anything could happen. And the worst part is that the way the game started, with Madrid going up 1-0, I had like, that probably was the worst thing that could have happened to us, because we all were up here. We all were like, oh my God, this is gonna happen. This is happening. Mbappe just scored. We are, man, that happiness went away pretty quickly, guys. And I mean, we were from here down to rock bottom, like really quick. Like before the first half ended, I was just, man, it was just bad. It was bad. We were down bad, guys. And I mean, I was honestly just scared at that half point. I was just hoping that we were not going to get 7 or 6 scored on us, because I mean, Lamine had already scored a goal. I think Rafinha had already scored another goal or 2 by this point. I don't even know. I lost count. So at this point, it was just like, I'm hoping into the second half we just don't get battered, right? But first half, man, I mean, let's just start with the lineup, right? Like the lineup, I'm gonna put it on screen. Like Ancelotti has no reason to. I mean, we have seen Lucas Vázquez absolutely struggle with players in La Liga, in just teams that obviously are a little inferior or not superior to Real Madrid, you know, skill-wise and all that. But Lucas Vázquez is still struggling with these players, you know, from the smaller teams, and he's still struggling. Not just Lucas Vázquez, Tchouaméni as well. Now, Tchouaméni is a little bit of a misleading, because he has had some pretty decent games at center back. I'm not going to deny that, but there is still a part of Tchouaméni that he just lacks awareness. He just lacks, it's something about him. It's just, he doesn't belong there. You just know he doesn't belong there. And Lucas Vázquez, I mean, forget it. This guy's a right winger playing as a right back in such an important game that we know. Okay, see, the thing that pisses me off is that we know Barcelona is going to attack us, right? And Ancelotti's clearly set up the game to be Madrid defends as much as they can and goes on the counter. If that is the point that you wanted to do, why are we putting Lucas Vázquez to defend, knowing this guy cannot defend for shit, right? This guy cannot defend. I could go on the field and literally do Lucas Vázquez dirty at this point. But Ancelotti, knowing that we're going to defend this whole game, but wants to put Lucas Vázquez to defend, instead of having Asensio, who can do a better job as a right back. He's tried him before. We have Fede Valverde, who can do a better job as a right back. I don't know why Ceballos doesn't start in the midfield this game. It is just like, what do we do? What is Ancelotti doing? Is he just literally going out there and trusting these players? I really don't know, man. I really don't know. Like I said, Tchouaméni this game, it could have gone good, it could have gone bad. He didn't do terrible, but it's just him and Lucas Vázquez are not clicking whatsoever. Tchouaméni just is not aware of anything that happens behind him. I mean, this guy just does not care. He just sees front, doesn't care about anything behind, and that's that. So There is a few goals like the Lamine Yamal goal should not have gone in, bro. I mean, come on, we have to knock Lamine Yamal down before he's able to get in the box. That's where Mendy, Mendy, just forget about him. I mean, he was supposed to be in that game to defend as well. Almost everybody got through Mendy this game. Almost everybody, and yeah, we're so fucked, man. We're so fucked defensively. Like going into the Champions League, and this is another reason why I think we're probably not gonna win much. Maybe La Liga if Barcelona just keeps choking and that just kind of falls into our hands. That's what we're gonna win this season, because Champions League, we're going to go against teams like Barcelona, like Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, that have that attacking capability to just expose anything you got. And if we're relying on Mendy to defend, he can't defend for shit. And then we're relying, clearly Ancelotti doesn't rely on anybody else but Lucas Vazquez, because that's his boy, that's his OG. He's won things with him. And we're just going to get cooked every time. We're going to get cooked every time. And that the whole defense today, amateur. I mean, the goal that we gave up in the corner, Rodrigo, man, I mean, why not just smack that in the box and just see what happens? Why do we got to do this whole... that honestly sentenced the whole game, and that we were just out of it at that point. And let's see, what other goal was there? The Lamine Yamal goal, again, I said it shouldn't have happened. They got to foul him outside the box before he get into that crucial position. The Rafinha goal behind, well, I mean, what a ball by Koundé, but behind everybody is insane. And of course, Lucas Vazquez just struggling to even get into any kind of defending position. And it's just, these goals can be avoided. Literally, if we have a solid defense, these goals can be easily avoided. But we don't. We have Asensio, which Ancelotti for some reason doesn't trust. Every time he comes out, he does a pretty damn good job. I mean, personality is what this guy has. He goes into every tackle wanting to win the ball, not just, I don't care what happens around me. And then the midfield, this whole game, the midfield was just non-existent. We were not there, man. Jude was out of the game. Fede was the one that I was seeing going up and down, still trying to do his best. He did mess up in a few occasions, but I mean, at this point, the whole team is in shambles, right? Who was the third midfielder? We have Vinny. Oh, Camavinga. Oh my God, Camavinga. He had an okay game, but it's not a good game by any means, by his standards. So it was just a very mid game. I mean, I think it's just because the fact that Ancelotti just set this game up for us to get dominated and hope that we can expose Mbappe and Vinny on a counter, which, yeah, we did it once. And after that, we did not do anything in the first half. We didn't do anything. We didn't produce anything. We just looked, man, we looked terrible. Rodrigo, too busy defending, not in his right position. It's just terrible, guys. It's just terrible. And then the second half, before I get into the Real Madrid player ratings, let me just talk about that second half, man, because there's not a lot to talk about, but there is a big thing to talk about, right? I mean, we start the game off and we concede a stupid goal by Rafinha. Another great goal by Rafinha, but for us, it's a stupid goal to concede. Unfortunate that Rodrigo hits the crossbar with that beautiful volley. I mean, if that goes in, the game just changes, of course, but it doesn't go in, right? And we have to defend. It doesn't happen. And honestly, at this point, I'm like, yeah, we're definitely getting scored eight goals on us today, and I was ready to almost just cry out of anger at this one, because it was just coming. I knew it, but out of nowhere, Jude puts a beautiful ball to Mbappe. Mbappe goes down. I just don't know how the ref doesn't. It's just I mean, he doesn't call it, of course, but he's gonna get the VAR. But one thing that Vinny, what are you doing? Shouting at the ref, knowing he's gonna I mean, I understand the frustration, but Vinny, yet again, man, just out of this game. He was just not in it. I'm gonna talk about the ratings later, but man, that is just whatever, we'll talk about that. But Mbappe gets the foul, Szczesny gets the red card. All right, the game switches at this point. You would think, right? Okay, we're one man up. Oh, we're about to go crazy. We're about to try to get 3 goals. Come on, 4 at this point, because we were 4-1 down, 5-1 down. We score the goal. We score the free kick. Oh my God, we're absolutely gonna go after them. We have plus 40 or 35 minutes. We're gonna go crazy. And we only need 3 goals, boys. Come on. And that's a minute later, all that just shuts down. Real Madrid, the intensity they showed in that second half, knowing that we needed 3 goals, it's just like, man, we don't really want to. We don't really care. That's literally the mentality, it seemed like, because from defense, and Barca at this point wasn't even attacking at this point. They were just done, right? From defense to midfield to the attack, it took like a good minute just for that sequence to happen. Instead of just the balls going crazy, everyone going up, like just putting pressure on Barca. This is what you got to do, is just put pressure on them. You're not, but Madrid is just, no, we're just gonna pass it here, we're gonna go this way, let's see what happens. Let's just pass it here. No kind of intensity, no kind of pressure, no kind of anything. Barcelona were comfortable that whole second half, just defending, just trying to get the ball back. They were not even sweating when Madrid was attacking, and that just frustrated me the most. I was like, what game am I watching? Why are we like this? And at this point, this is the perfect time for Ancelotti to bring in Endrick, bring in Arda Güler, bring in Brahim, which he did, but bring in the players that have the hunger to do something different. No, I mean, Mbappe was, I give Mbappe credits, and I'll do the ratings in a bit for the players. So Mbappe was the one actually trying. I feel like all the other players were just, they were just out of it. And Jude was out of it. They were not connecting. They were not talking to each other. It was just, man, it was just terrible to see. And if this is how we're going to play in those big games, it's tough, man. It's tough. And this, it clearly is a lack of leadership in that team, right? Before we had Kroos calming down the midfield, before we had Nacho, at least in the bench, or even on in our center back position, kind of directing the play, like, all right, guys, let's fucking push. All right, guys, bring it down. Nobody was doing that today. No, it was just, oh, pass it. Let's see what you do. Pass it here. And that second half was just the most frustrating thing I've ever seen, guys. It's insane. And then let's just go quickly to the player ratings, right? Let's go quickly to the player ratings. Courtois, I mean, he got scored on 5 times, yes, but I'm gonna give him a solid 8 because this guy saved us so much. Insane performance by Courtois, aside from getting scored on. So I'm gonna give him an 8, but still not a bad performance from him. We have Mendy on the left side. I mean, Mendy just ship him out at this point, guys. He was on here for defending. There was one play where Mendy had so much open space to just run it. This guy's a physical player, so if he runs at the ball, he can, body the player that's trying to challenge. No, this guy, instead of running in the space, I was like, oh, Mendy, please run, please run. He just, nope, I'm actually just gonna go back. So Mendy gets a solid 5 for me because it's a terrible performance by Mendy. Then we have Rudiger. Man, Rudiger, I feel like was out of positions a few times this game, and they exploited that a lot. He went to go push up the defender and then left that big space. That's where Rafinha or Pedri would put those balls in behind Rudiger, and Lucas Vazquez was just in la la land. So Rudiger, honestly, today was a little mid. I'm gonna give him a 6, maybe a 5, to be honest. Rudiger was not there today. And then there's Tchouaméni, I mean, no, Tchouaméni was not in there, man. 4 today for Tchouaméni. Lucas Vazquez, 3. I ain't got nothing else to say about Lucas Vazquez. Just give him a 3, get him out of here. Man, in the midfield, Camavinga, solid display, but it's just, no, there was no connection with the midfield, so it's not just his fault, it was everyone else. Camavinga, solid 5. Jude Bellingham today, a 6. Didn't really offer much. It wasn't the Jude Bellingham that I expected to be the protagonist in this game. Fede Valverde had a little bit more in him, but did make some mistakes as well, so I'm going to give him a 7. No, I'm going to give him a 6 because we cannot give anybody today 7s. Maybe one player. And then we got Rodrigo. Average, nothing crazy from Rodrigo as well. Yes, he scored the goal, but I mean, other than that, there was just no drive, no taking out players one-on-one. It's just no. So Rodrigo was a 6. Vinny Jr. today was just out of it, man. I did not see one promising thing from Vinny today, and so very bad from Vinny. I think I'm giving him a solid 5. Honestly, I did not see anything good from Vinny today, and he wasn't even arguing at this. He was just out of it. He was just not in this game. I don't know what's going on. And then Mbappe was the one that obviously he scored that goal, and he was in it today, man. I feel like if the team would have played together, Mbappe would have had a show today, hat-trick show. But I mean, Mbappe couldn't do it all himself. So I'm gonna give him a solid 7. I think he does deserve that 7, maybe higher, maybe lower, but I think that's my prediction or my score. Let me know in the comments, man. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm literally this close to crashing out. I'm just gonna enjoy my Sunday here with the family and just kind of cool my head because, wow. Wow, man. But again, congrats to all you Barca fans. Drop a like and sub if you guys are I mean, what do I say, man? If you guys are excited, happy about this, just drop make me happy a little bit, right? Drop a sub, guys. And if you guys like football content and all that, make sure you guys stay tuned, hit that noti bell so you get videos when I upload them. Without further ado, man, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go cry in bed. See you.